Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, where I'm actually going to start a new series. It's going to be about MongoDB in Python. So we're just going to get started and set up like our database and maybe connect to our database in Python. But I don't really know how far we can get in 15 minutes, but without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, we want to go to mongodb.com. Okay, and you would actually see this, and you can just click sign in. Even if you don't have an account, just click sign in, and okay, it's gonna automatically log me into mine, but you can just click sign in and then log in with Google, or if you don't want to log in with Google and like you have like a kind of separate account, then you can just click try free and you can sign up. But after that, you should get something like this. After you sign in, you should get something like this. Now, you can name this whatever you want, and I'm just gonna choose Python for this video. So, yeah, but you can do any language because all we need is a connection URL. I recommend Python though. Name this project whatever. I'm just gonna keep default. Click continue. Okay. And I'm sorry about any background noise. And if you want to pay, you can go ahead and pay. But for now, we're just gonna create the free cluster right here, as you can see, starting at. So create that cluster. And you can select your provider and all that. I'm just gonna do AWS and just select the place that's closest to you. I'm just gonna do Virginia because it's closest to me. And okay, and this is don't change any of this. Only change the cluster name, but that doesn't really matter either. This and the additional settings and the cluster tier, you're gonna have to pay if you want to change those. So I just recommend keep them as default. So then just click create cluster. And now this is actually gonna take 1 to 3 minutes. So I guess we can wait. And I'm actually just gonna show you how to like install Python, install like the correct module. Never mind. So I will be sharing my screen. Now you should have pip installed. If not, again, I'm gonna link a video in description. But the module is called PyMongo. So do pip install PyMongo. As you can see, I don't have it already, so it's installing it. Okay. Now, just to check, type Python if you can't get that, just type py. If like Python doesn't work for you on Windows and it brings up something, just type py, because on my computer I don't have like the Python path set up, so I just have to type py. And after that, try import PyMongo. And if that works successfully and gives no errors, an error would be like this. So if I do that, give something this no module name, but instead of this random whatever gibberish, it would actually say PyMongo. So if you get this error, make sure first of all your pip path. Make sure you're using the correct, like if you have multiple versions of Python, make sure you're using the Python that you have with pip right now. Like pip might be set up to like another version of Python. That happened to me once. So you can just like this and try on the other version. If that doesn't work either, I don't. You can try to uninstall Python and reinstall it, but that's as far as I can get. And make sure you don't get any error in installing the module, like a red error. We got like warning up here. The error would be red, warning yellow. Okay. Now after that, we can go back to our Chrome screen, and I can actually go to network access, I think, and we can add an IP address. And for this video, you can add current IP, but so you can't see my public IP address. I'm just gonna add allow from anywhere. So just confirm. Okay, and you can just X that out and go to database access. And what we want to do is add a new user. So use a password. And I'm just gonna use this user that I already have. So yeah, just type in a username and password here. Just remember these credentials, because if you don't, you're not gonna be able to connect to the database with Python. And just do read and write to any database, so we can actually do everything. And click add user. Now you can go back to clusters, and as you can see, the cluster actually loaded up. So now we can actually go to connect, and we can do connect your application. And we can just copy this URL, database URL. And make sure include full driver code is not checked, and just copy this address. And now we can go back to our text editor or code editor, and we can import PyMongo. Oh. Okay. And I am also okay. And then we need to name this main.py, or you can name it whatever. I'm gonna name it main.py, and import PyMongo. And now with this, you can do my database. Actually, we'll just do client equals pymongo.mongo client, and we paste in that address. So this, and right here, you actually put in your password, and you can put in your database name. So we're just gonna do test database. Now, you would put in your password right there. I'm actually gonna do something different. I'm not gonna put it there right now, because we're not gonna really check if there's anything in. But just put your password in like this, and take out like the greater than and less than sign, and put your password. Let's say your password is password. And this is how it'll tap like, because that was my username, colon, and then your password. So my password was password, put that in. My password's actually not password. So I'm just gonna leave it right there, and I'll fix it later. Okay. So now we're actually basically done setting up. I'm actually just gonna try to run this code real quick. It's gonna give me an authentication error, because if you do it main.py, I mean, it's not going to give you an authentication error if you like put your password there correctly. Oh, Okay, so I think I got an authentication error. Now I'm gonna put my password there. You guys will not see it obviously. And I'm just gonna test. Okay. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna do, oh my gosh. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna try a different driver code. Maybe that would help. Okay, now I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna do pip install DNS Python. So now, okay. So we also have to install another module called DNS Python. To be using like the URL or URI. So you should in this episode or video you should have installed DNS Python and PyMongo if it wasn't already installed on your computer. And you should have also got your MongoDB address. So as you can see, I just changed it back to password. So you should have also got your MongoDB address, pasted it in here, and put your password here. Not in these greater than brackets though. Just take them out and put your password. And after that, you should have ran your code, and it should have ran correctly. And my Python version is, I believe, yeah, 3.9.1. So if you're getting any errors and you can't figure them out, try installing 3.9.1. I think there's 3.9.2 out, but I'm not going to upgrade it just yet because of compatibility reasons. So either way, in this video, you should have at least got the address of your MongoDB, and you just declare the variable client and try to connect to it. You shouldn't have got any errors when running the code. So if that all succeeded, then you're good to go for the next episode. If not, leave comments down below on for help, or join my Discord. Joining my Discord would be better because I'm more active on Discord than like checking my YouTube comments. So I recommend joining my Discord. It should be the first link pinned. But either way, see you till next time. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.